It is a tremendous honor. I'm super stoked to kick us off today. Session 1, track 1, and I know all of you are super excited over the next couple days to see some amazing new fintech with these simple, gorgeous, mobile-first, seamless, frictionless user experiences with one-tap get money from an app kinds of experiences. And you know what? You're going to have to save those hopes for the next presentation, because today I'm actually here to show you something completely different, right? We are not showing today something simple. In fact, it's pretty nuanced. I'm not going to show you something that's frictionless in one tap. In fact, it's actually kind of loaded up with friction. So what I'm here today to show you is actually what a completely different kind of financial services company might look like. We're Vouch Financial. We're creating the first social network for credit. So what's a social network for credit? Social network, right? Like online, you go and log in and you can connect and share things with other people. Unlike other social networks online, you're able to actually share financial power with people on Vouch. Let me repeat that. A social network for sharing financial power. Right? So what would you do with a social network for sharing financial power? Well, the first application of that is to be able to help build up our members' credit worthiness. By sharing financial power with each other, our members can get access to better credit than they would be able to get access to on their own. So let me show you how this works. Like all other social networks, you would first find out about Vouch and get invited to join by somebody who's already in the system. So this is an invitation email from our system. I'm a member of Vouch, and if I were to invite all of you to join my personal Vouch network, you would receive an email that looks something like this. It's a pretty wordy email, number one, right? We've done lots of testing on this, and what we want to really emphasize is the fact that this relationship is fundamentally about trust. This is a high trust social network that we're creating. So let's say you trust me, and I'm going to click here to show you what you would experience if you were to come in and join my experience here, or join my Vouch network. You're going to come to Vouch.com, and you're going to start answering survey questions. And lots of survey questions about me, about our relationship. Do you think I'm going to pay people back? Wow, now we got to actually stop and think. How much money do you think Yi can actually handle? Is he like a financially trustworthy person and able to handle a particular amount of money? Okay, well, let's put in an amount here. All right, so now, having done that, I'm going to ask for contact information here. I'm just going to put in okay. Right? Like lots of data entry. We are really not trying to make this a seamless experience. This is something that people really actually need to be committed to and be fully cognizant of what they're doing. And in fact, so much so that we literally are asking for SSN and asking people to agree to a financial agreement, right? Like electronically sign a financial and regulatorily compliant collectible agreement that says, I know Yi, I trust him, I think he's financially responsible, and I trust him so much that I don't think he would default on a loan, and if he were, I would be willing to actually pay some amount of money. That's what that agreement says. So I agree. Holy cow, right? But we're not done yet. We are literally now saying, okay, to complete this process, you got to put in a phone number, and we're going to verify this later on with the prospective sponsor. Oops. Use that phone number apparently. And now I am done. So, wow. Most of the time when I get to this point in demoing what Vouch does, people are saying, holy cow, you were not kidding. This is a very high friction process, number one. Number two, I get it. You're going to map out a very different kind of network with this style of interaction than you would on Facebook. This is not about Facebook or LinkedIn, I add you, you add me back, or Twitter, just follow people, right? You're not going to go through this process with the 160 friends that people have on average on Facebook, right? This will be a very different style of network, one that's a much higher trust barrier. And third realization that people come to usually, and especially I would imagine this crowd being financially astute as you are, you realize, oh, okay, by getting a bunch of sponsorships together around a particular borrower, you are actually going to be able to increase that person's creditworthiness and give them lower rates on loans, or give them a larger loan than they would otherwise be able to get on their own. In fact, that's generally what we see out of the thousands of people that have joined the Vouch network so far. On average, our borrowers end up with 6.5% lower interest rates than they would otherwise be able to get access to on their own. And that to us is just, it shows the power of what happens when you're stitching people together into networks, into a novel kind of network, and being able to put the right kinds of friction in front of them. So I hope Vouch today can be a reminder to everybody, even as we see all these really cool new whiz-bang applications that offer biometric, one-touch Bitcoin transmission around the world in an ambient location-aware way and all that kind of stuff, right? Friction definitely is something that we can work on as an industry at eliminating for user experiences, but there are times in the financial industry when a little friction is actually good, right? If you wanted to build your Vouch network today, you could do so either through our iOS app. We're also available on Google Android, Google Play Store for Android. I'm showing the Play Store here. And so, yeah, I really hope you take a chance to check it out. And absolutely, if you think that friction is something that is good for financial applications, and if you think that there's something new and interesting going on with social networks and how we can blend social together with finance, we would really appreciate your vote for Best of Show. Thank you so much.